Hello everyone, it's Charlton, which is the real Charlton. All right, so let me tell you about this email bomb. Well, it's pretty much fairly established as a hoax by now, but it went out to so many different places. It was so huge, and they're still sorting it out, obviously. Whoever was behind this, and I have an idea who was, and my idea is based solely, pretty much primarily on the idea that whoever did this is crazy, unless there's no way they're ever going to be caught, and I think that's the case, because I think they're abroad. So, but they went out to many cities, nationwide. San Francisco, New York, Seattle, Miami, Washington, D.C., Oklahoma City, Oakland, Santa Rosa, California, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, even major cities in Canada, Vancouver, Ottawa, Toronto. In San Francisco alone, I think 13 different locations received an email. They're email bomb threats, and I have basically a copy of the bomb threat that's sent to one business that then forwarded it to a station in Oklahoma City. I'll read through it as quickly as possible, but I wrote it down word for word. I was just very, very curious as if there'd be any clues in there, and there really wasn't, but I'll read through it. So, but they went to businesses, government agencies. In San Francisco, just as an example, the Jewish Community Center of San Francisco received a threat. The San Francisco Fire Credit Union headquarters received a threat. Some of these institutions were in fact evacuated and swept. I think at some point once the news started to spread, other institutions didn't quite go to those extremes and were basically just putting out, alerts to whatever institution received the threat. For instance, in Washington, in the state of Washington, the Thurston County Courthouse in Olympia, Washington received one. University of Washington received some kind of a threat by email, and they sent out something. There was some kind of FBI alert basically saying, it's not a credible threat. So, and let me just quickly read through the email that went out. This was from Oklahoma City at 12:05 p.m. I assume that's Oklahoma City time, December 13th. And the subject line read spam in all caps and then dash. My device is inside your building. Hello, I write to inform you my man carried the explosive device. In parentheses, lead azide info into the building where your company is conducted. It was built according to my guide. It can be hidden anywhere because it's small size. It is impossible to destroy the structure of the building by my explosive, but it will. But if it explodes, there will be many wounded people. My mercenary is controlling the situation area. If he notices any suspicious behavior, panic, or emergency, he will power the bomb. I think that's what it says. I can withdraw my recruited person if you make transfer. $20,000 is the price for your life and business. Pay it to me in Bitcoin, and I assure I have to withdraw my recruited person and the bomb won't detonate. But do not try to cheat. My assurance will become valid only after 3 confirms in my in blockchain network. Here is my Bitcoin address, and then he spells out his address in the email. You have to solve problems with the transfer by end of the workday. If you are late with the money, the device will explode. Nothing personal. This is just a business. If you don't transfer me the Bitcoins and the bomb detonates next time, other commercial enterprises will pay me a lot more because it isn't a one-time action. For my safety, I will no longer enter this email account. I will check my address every 35 minutes. I think he means his Bitcoin address by that. And if I see the payment, I will give the command to my mercenary to get away. If an explosion occurred and the authorities notice this email, we aren't a terrorist society and don't take liability for acts of terrorism in other buildings. And that was the whole letter, email that was sent to at least one business in Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City's airport received a number of email threats, but they were mainly to the businesses located inside, the airport at Oklahoma City. They were all over. There's probably, I would have to think, there's got to be several hundred of these, or at least, a couple hundred of these emails went out to various places, governments, government agencies, universities, and institutions and businesses. My theory is this. My theory is this is like Chinese hackers that are, and this is in response to what has happened with the trade war and the CFO of Huawei being detained in Canada. And, already 2 Canadian officials who are basically doing business in China live there now, one's a former diplomat. I don't know, the story behind the other Canadian that was detained or has basically gone missing, because they've been presumably obtained by the Canadian authorities. The Chinese authorities. That's already happened in response to the CFO of Huawei. I forget her name. She goes by Meng Wanzhou, I think is her name. But I think this is in response to this. I really do. And we've had things like this in the past where the Chinese have displayed that they're able to hack into systems and do things. And this isn't even hacking. This is just sending out emails and creating complete chaos. And that's the story there, man. Thanks for watching my videos. Please subscribe to my channel. Give me a like down below. And I will see you in the next video. Later, man.